Welcome to the Jess Tales. My name is Jessica, and today I wanted to just walk you through tips and tricks I have learned in order to purchase Lululemon items for cheaper. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. It is super easy to do. It costs you nothing and it means everything to me. I upload videos weekly, at least once a week, and my main focus is productivity and motivation and keeping you inspired to be your best self. I also love helping you look super cute and stay trendy on a budget, because that has always been a passion of mine. I love buying things on sale and finding things for less, which is why I am super excited to film this video. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. I don't want to waste any more of your time, and I will go ahead and give you all my tips and tricks. I do want to let you know that I do have a Lululemon haul. I will link it above and in the description box below for you to watch, and I will be filming part 2 of a Lululemon haul soon, just showing you items I have purchased since I filmed that first haul. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is where to purchase Lululemon for cheaper than retail. I have tried so many different resale places. I've tried Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, and I basically ended up, I only like to use Mercari, that app. Poshmark, you don't really find a lot, and it's just, for some reason, I feel like people who want to buy nicer, more luxury items tend to go to Mercari rather than Poshmark, so I haven't had any success with that app. eBay, I think, is a great place to go, but bidding can be a little bit stressful, and there's just so much. Plus, I feel like eBay is absolutely full of counterfeit, and I'll tell you why I think that. There's a funny story involved. It's not really funny, but wanted to make you aware. And so I've just found that Mercari is the absolute best place. Things are uploaded every single day that are Lululemon, and they're all legit. Sellers are super responsive. It's actually cheaper to also sell on Mercari, meaning that whenever you want to sell something that you have, especially for me, I do sell and then buy new pieces of Lululemon. I basically do like trades, but if I'm selling Lululemon, I make a bigger profit on Mercari versus Poshmark, because Poshmark takes more in fees than Mercari does. So I feel like all around I've really gravitated towards using Mercari over Poshmark, but especially for Lululemon, that is where I have found so many great buys, and that's where I'll continue to shop. So here's my horror story about what happened and why I wanted to make this video, just because I felt like I didn't have a lot of resources when it comes to purchasing Lululemon for cheaper. So I started looking on eBay. I felt like eBay was the best place to go. I wasn't very educated when it comes to Lululemon counterfeit and just how popular counterfeit items are, especially in activewear. I would think to myself, why would anybody make fake activewear? But it definitely happens. So what happened to me was I had purchased one pair of Aligns. That was the very first thing that I'd ever gotten, and I was so obsessed with them. I really wanted more, and I didn't really want to pay the Lululemon price. Understandable, right? Except I went on eBay and I found this deal that I was like, oh, there's just no way, this is so good, too good to be true, and it was. There was like 4 pair of Aligns, different colors. A black was included, then they had like a teal, a light pink, and then a dark red color. They were really pretty colors. They looked legit. They had the tag on them and everything, like the hard cardboard tag. And I went ahead and put a bid in. Turns out it was accepted, and I was so excited. I was like on cloud nine, thinking, oh my gosh, I just got the best deal ever. I was laying in bed. It was like 12 o'clock. I just felt like something was off. Like I was excited, but I was like, this is just way too good to be true, because I wasn't finding any other deals like that. So I went to Poshmark and I was looking around there. This is way before I really started looking into Mercari. I found the exact same pair of leggings and I was like, oh, I just got that same pair. So I clicked on the item in Poshmark and I was reading through the comments, and then this other person commented and said, this is a counterfeit item. Lululemon has never sold a color called this. And my heart just like dropped. I felt so sick because I had just spent like $178 for 4 pair of Lululemon Aligns, which is a really great deal, but it's just too good of a deal. So I ended up going to eBay, messaging the seller, and I told her, hey, listen, I can't do this anymore. Like something came up, I can't buy this. I didn't really want to just accuse her straight up of being counterfeit, because I didn't know, but I was pretty sure based on all this research, these were not real. She told me that she had already taken them to the post office. She couldn't do it. Long story short, after talking with this woman, I ended up finally telling her, listen, I don't know if you know this, so I'm not accusing you of selling counterfeit items, but these are not real Lululemon items, and here's why. And I told her that I had found out that those colors were never created by Lululemon. They were a very obvious counterfeit color code, and she was pretty embarrassed. She swore she had no idea. She's like, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel it. I'll do everything I can. She canceled it. I got really lucky on catching that and not having to deal with the repercussions of that, because I told her if they did come back to me, I was going to have to tell eBay that I had received counterfeit, and I didn't know what that would entail. And so I kind of scared her into it. I feel like I was kind of a bully about it, but don't sell counterfeit items. Like, I feel like that is so wrong, and even if you don't know, I feel like it's your responsibility to know that you don't have counterfeit items. So, long story short, I learned my lesson, and that lesson is what I'm going to share with you today. The lesson I learned from that story, and the very first and probably most important tip I have for you, is to always ask for a size dot photo. I don't care if they have a brand new cardboard tag on it, because mine also had a brand new cardboard tag on it, the ones that I had ordered that were fake. Ask these people for a size dot. Size dots aren't on every single Lululemon item, I know that, but pretty much the only thing I'm buying from Lululemon are sports bras, like some sports tops and leggings, and most of those have a size dot. So in the case of Lululemon Align, if you see a pair of pants from Lululemon and you really want to get them and they don't have a picture of a size dot, but they seem really legit, even if they show you the like long hang tag, still ask, can you please upload a photo of your size dot? I ask that on every single thing that I've purchased secondhand. I have had one person block me after asking it, which is such a red flag, and most everybody else has been like, yeah, no problem. Worst case scenario, they don't respond, someone else buys it. Not a big deal. It's not worth it, just in case. I just want you to always be safe. So I'm going to talk about these. These are my most recent purchase from Mercari. They are secondhand. I just loved this color so much, and I ended up not getting them in time on the website. So I pulled up my order status. So I purchased these for $80 plus $4.80 shipping. It's about $20 less including tax from Lululemon Aligns. So these did not have a tag on them. I have a really bad glare, so I can't like zoom in. But basically, she did a close-up of the back. They're kind of blurry, but the only reason why I purchased this is because she had a photo of the size dot, and I could zoom in and make out what the numbers were, and that's why I purchased them. So, here's the pair of leggings. They are in great condition, but the size dot is, especially on Aligns, they're always going to be on the inside hidden pant pocket. So here's the pant pocket, and here is the size dot. So that's what a size dot looks like. And you can also tell that by the amount of letters and numbers next to the actual size. That means that it's a newer item. Old items only have the actual size and not the letters and numbers around them. There are plenty of resources on how to read a size dot from Lululemon. I will link a few websites down below, or at least the one that I've always used, that kind of teaches you how to follow what all this means. But there's even on like this one, there's a date that says 03/21, and that means that these were manufactured in March 2021. Usually they're released for sale a few months after that. So once you get your size dot, you're going to go to the website, which I will also link in the description box below. It's called Lulufanatics. This is what the website looks like, and you're going to go up to the top right corner and click the search bar, and you can see right here, for example, at the very bottom it says W7578S. That's kind of your template for how to search. So once you have the size dot, I'm going to get mine out again. Okay, so I'm going to find where it says W. Mine starts with an LW, so I'm just going to start typing in W, then it says 5D R J S, and then I'm going to click search, and I have 3 results that came up. So it's the Align high-rise pant 25-inch, which is exactly what I wanted, and this was the shade Maldives Green, which is what I wanted. So you can click on that, and you can see here they were released in August of 2021. Well, that lines up because they were manufactured in March 2021. The style number is what I typed in. It shows you the material, the original price, the whole description, and then this is also really cool. I don't know what websites they always use for this, but it shows some people that are reselling, just so you can kind of see what the average price is, which also helps. There you go, price history. It also helps when you are purchasing or you're trying to sell your item. So that is how to use Lulufanatics. The reason why I figured that out is very, very helpful because I was looking at a pair of Hottie Hot shorts on Mercari and the person said they're a size 4 Hottie Hot shorts. She did not have a photo of the size dot. I ended up messaging her and said, could you please upload a photo of your size dot? She said, absolutely no problem. I put those numbers into Lulufanatics and it came up that it was a tracker short. So it was not the Hottie Hot short, and so I'm so glad that I asked. You could recognize that they're not Hottie Hot and that they were tracker if you were someone who really buys their shorts, but I'm not, so I didn't know. But once again, that protected me because I thought I was buying Hottie Hot shorts and they were not. So size dot, always, all the way. If there's no information on the size dot and it's a really old item, you can take your chances, but I would just really make sure that if you're gonna buy something that you cannot return, like this resale, make sure that it's legit. So that was my first 2 tips. Make sure you're asking for a size dot always. Do not purchase without seeing a size dot. And second, use Lulufanatics to enter in that reference code and just make sure that you're actually buying what you think that you are. Third tip is to really spend your time looking around, especially on Mercari. There are so many Lululemon items that get added to that app daily. So just make sure that you're really doing your research and you're not going to overpay for something when you could have gotten it for way less. Just play around with understanding how much people are charging for certain things, especially if you want to sell, but mainly just because you want to make sure you're getting a good deal, but also a really high quality item. Do not buy something that is low quality. And that leads me to the 4th tip. Just make sure that your item is in a great condition. Lululemon Aligns specifically are known for their pilling, which is when the fabric creates those little balls all over it and it's just not a cute look. You can obviously take a D-pillar to it, but I would not spend over $50 for a pair of leggings that have pilling all over them. And a lot of people sell them and a lot of people buy them, and I just wouldn't do that. I would rather spend a little bit more on something that is pretty brand new to where I can start washing it myself. I know that I'm washing it correctly and I'm wearing it correctly and that I'm not buying something that is pilled and not cute. So just make sure it's in really good condition, make sure the pictures are high quality. You just want to make sure that you know what you're buying. So that is it. Those are my tips for purchasing cheaper Lululemon and purchasing secondhand Lululemon. The main thing is just to make sure that you're checking that size dot and that you are entering it into Lulufanatics to really verify the length of the pant, the colors that they came out with to make sure it's a legitimate color. I mean, all that stuff you can verify using that size dot. So I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you learned something. Again, I will link my Lululemon haul in the description box below, and I will see you next week.